Good evening and welcome to the Mark Cruz Show. We're here tonight at the Texas Roadhouse Grill in Snellville. Great family restaurant. Food is awesome. Tonight they've given us an appetizer here, cheese fries, and they are delicious.
Got bacon on those things?
Bacon on there. Looks like might be a little pickle or something on there. That looks like dressing. A meal itself on right there. Well, we're going to talk about the Archer game tonight, Coach.
All right.
Let's get into the first half highlights and see how we did against Archer.
Here we go. Mitch Hotop kicks the ball off. He's doing an outstanding job of kicking the ball down there in the end zone most of the time, but came up a little bit short that time and go out on defense. They've got two running backs that are both good players, and you know I think I mentioned this a little bit each week. You know we got some guys in our area that are good football teams, good running backs every week, tough on defense every week. Their number 8's a good football player, and they come out and drive the length of the field, and we kind of figure out we got our work cut out for us. Big first down catch right there by Colin Cotter. Another big catch by Kyron Priester, and you know we throw the tunnel screen and don't do a very good job of blocking the safety, and he makes the play and kind of come back, and the corner was squeezing that stop route so hard that we threw the out and up, and kind of big strike with Zach and Kyron for the 65-yard touchdown throw, and got us on the board. And then our middle linebacker Chandler Price in the next series comes out and picks the ball off for us and gives us great field position in the middle of the field. We come back and run the four vertical routes, and Zach does a good job of hitting Kyron down the middle of the field, and Brandon Morrow comes in and kicks. I think he's 100% on field goals this year, and puts us ahead 10-7. The defensive front is out there struggling, doing a good job, and fighting hard, and we just gotta learn to do a little bit better job of filling those gaps and scraping downhill to the football. You know, we got some guys that are out there, as I say every week, that are playing hard and hustling, and now we got to work on tackling a little bit better and doing a little bit better job in pursuing the football. Big play out there by Garrett Reynolds, and again we get a big stop there on defense inside the 5-yard line, and hold them to a field goal. And every stop that you get, you know, obviously is going to have an impact on the outcome of the game. We get the back in the flat and a little bit reluctant to throw the ball out there to him, and so we're just a hair late throwing the ball to the curl, and we trade favors with them by throwing the interception back to them, and you know, probably something that we could have avoided had we come back for the ball a little bit on the curl, or thrown the ball just a little bit early. There's Darian Holston and Chandler Price doing a good job on the stop in the middle right there, and their quarterback get good pressure on the quarterback. He kind of loses the handle on the ball, and then on third and 18 or 19, we don't do a very good job of squeezing on the post and give up the ball down the middle of the field to about the 2 or 3 yard line. But as I said, we're doing a good job in short yardage. We're doing a good job in goal line. We hold them out of there for 3 downs, and then just they barely get in the end zone. And what turns out to be a huge play in the game, you know, they get a low snap on their extra point, and so they miss the extra point. Do a good job of handling the quarterback when he scrambled with the ball, or the holder when he scrambled with the ball, and it kind of bodes well that you know we're kicking field goals and trading field goals, and we come back with a blocked extra point. Zach Moon with the quick kick on third and way long series, and there's Colin Cotter knocking the long run out of bounds, and then Afalabi Laguda just gets a hand on the ball and pushes it wide to the right, and we end up with a 16-10 lead going in at halftime.
Well, halftime score is 16-10 in favor of Archer. I know we're going to have an exciting second half comeback. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with the second half of the Brookwood Archer game. Welcome back to the Mark Cruz Show. We're getting ready to start the second half of the Brookwood Archer game here at Texas Roadhouse Grill. So, Coach, let's go straight to the highlights of the second half.
Here we go. They kicked the ball off to us. We're down 6 points, and we need to do something with the football here. Zach does a good job of getting the ball out in the flat to Jamal, and Jamal turns a first down play into a big play. Gets yards after contact right there, and Kyron running the slant route, actually the play action post, and we're moving. We're moving the football. We're down inside the 30-yard line. Jamal does a good job of making the safety miss and gets down there to close to the 30-yard line. We overthrow the ball a little bit there on the third down play, and have to give up possession down inside the 30-yard line. The defense rises up, does a good job of getting them stopped, and Josh Brown does just a great job of returning the kick. Gets us out close to midfield at the 40-yard line, and Joey comes in, Joey McLean, our junior quarterback, and leads the series. And we don't move the football very well, but Mitch comes in and does an outstanding job of kicking the ball again. We got him down at the 25-yard line. Our defense comes in, and once again, we're just not closing up the holes at the line of scrimmage like we need to. But we're working hard to kind of try to correct those problems and get ourselves where we're downhill to the ball instead of kind of waiting and catching a little bit. So, as I say, time and time again, our kids are fighting hard, and they're out there trying to do a great job, and we're going to keep working and keep getting better. There's a big play there by Sean McGee and Tyler Evans, and another big play there by Sean. And as we end up now forcing the field goal, and we go down late in the game by 9 points. And they kick the ball off in the end zone. So obviously we gotta do something with the football here in the fourth quarter, down 9 points. We throw the ball to Colin Cotter across the middle for a big first down. Run the draw to Jamal. And we're going downhill here at the 40-yard line. We try to fake the punt on fourth down and about 3, and it's hard to tell on the film over there, but it sure did look like Josh spun out of that tackle and got the first down. But we turned the ball over to the defense here. Darian Holston does a good job of getting up in the quarterback's face. And we get help from a penalty there, and we get the ball back. Joey McLean is the quarterback once again, and we're going to end up here on fourth down, kind of a last gasp, and Joey does an outstanding job of getting the ball to Jamal on the crossing route, and we run the draw to get down to the 9. And run the stretch play with Jamal to the 1, and then quick pitch to get, after Brandon Morrow's extra point, to get within 2. We're going to try the extra point, and we wanted the ball to be able to kick the field goal they've changed the rule on that. The ball has to hit the ground before you can recover it. So we needed to let that ball bounce and then, be right there behind the line. But Kyron stepped out of bounds as he went up to catch the ball. So Archer takes over, and our defense is in a we got to stop them situation. And they go out there and do a great job with that, get them stopped. And Kai and Zach Moon hook up on the crossing route, come back again and run the shallow route. And Kai is down to the 25-yard line, gets a late hit out of bounds. Once again, we got the back in the flat on the flood route. Jamal carries the ball and stops out of bounds at about the 3, and we kick the ball on 3rd down and go ahead by 1, 20-19. And then Colin Cotter in the prevent defense does a good job there. He's supposed to catch the ball and get down with it. No chance of fumbling, and made a mature, wise decision right there. Made the interception and sealed the win.
Well, final score of that game was Brookwood 20, Archer 19. So after 3 games, we're 2-1. I'm sorry, we're 2-1, and we're going to the Big Orange Jungle next week. But before we get to that, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute to go over the players of the game. Welcome back to the Mark Cruz Show. We've just gone over the Archer game highlights, and Coach, it's time to go over players of the game.
Well, we have a difficult time every week trying to decide who our players of the week are. Lots of times I guess it's a good thing that's a difficult decision because we got a lot of guys out there, and sometimes it's not just how many tackles you make or how many yards you gain, but, there's a lot of things that go into the equation, I guess, as far as effort and if you go by stats, you're not going to have an offensive lineman that's going to be here. So, we want to make sure that we sort of cover all phases of the game, and it's great to have so many players out there to choose from. Those guys are all hustling and working hard. Our offensive player for Archer is Jamal Cole. Jamal is a third-year player for us. Has played on defense. Is kind of our main tailback now, and Jamal is doing an outstanding job for us, doing whatever we ask him to do. Our defensive player for the Archer game, is Liam Trainer, a senior linebacker. Liam had, I think, 10 tackles and 3 assists. Caused a fumble. Obviously, our special teams player, I guess it's obvious, our special teams player for the week has to be the guy who went in there with about 10 seconds left in the game. And, of course, kind of a chip shot field goal. But I guess when you're standing out there in front of 9,000 or 10,000 people.
Probably looked a little bit longer than that.
Down 2 points, a guy's never been in that situation really before. And he went out there and just nailed it. And I got to mention also, the holder and the snapper and those guys that are blocking for them. You don't want to overlook those guys that are a part of that mix too. But Brandon Morrow is the guy who made the kick and had made a couple of kicks earlier also to get us in that position. So, Brandon's doing an outstanding job for us, and he's our special teams player for the week. Our goal team player is a senior defensive back and wide receiver, Jay Lawson. Jay's an important player on our team and a guy that we take a lot of pride in honoring tonight. Our goal team player, and then our 100% player is just one of those offensive linemen that I mentioned a few minutes ago. A guy who played most of the game on offense and defense against Walton. Has played a little bit less on defense, mainly because it's awfully difficult to play on both sides of the ball in our league. But a 3-year starter, a guy who's been in our offensive line for 3 years, one of our team captains, and that 100% player this week is Adam Ledford.
Well, congratulations go out from us to all the team players of the week in each of the categories, as well as the entire Brookwood football team. And as we get ready to wind up tonight, I want to thank you guys again for being out there listening. Remember, we're at Texas Roadhouse Grill in Snellville, and next week we go to the Big Orange Jungle to play the Panthers, and we're going in there 2 games up and 1 loss. So let's hope we can come back with a victory, Coach.
We're looking forward to it.